虜になってしまえばきっとこの夏は充実するのもっともう戻れなくたって忘れないで
Good day everyone, Miss Rachel here once again. This is the part 2 of my video on how to create a personal website. Come on, let's get started! In the part 1 of my video, I made navigation bar, namely home, about, contact, and listings. To design this navigation bar, you can simply add background color and enhance the background color by adding padding. Now, open the folder where you save the web page. Right-click the web page, edit with Notepad++. Since Notepad++ is our text editor, and here it is. So to review the code that I used, we have here the basic pattern, HTML, opening, closing. So I have here the CSS, opening and closing. I used LI. LI stands for the list item to make the navigation bar display horizontal. And now I'm going to add a background color of the navigation bar. Since I use the UL here, UL stands for the unordered list, so I will use also here unordered list as my selector. So the basic pattern of the CSS, the cascading style sheets, is selector, curly brace. Inside the curly brace is the property. So I have here the property background color. So any background color that you want, as long as it is contrast to your text. So I will try pink, and then I will save it, and let's see the result. So let's open this one. Here it is. As you can see here, the background color is the same height as the text. To enhance the background color, you can add padding. Literally, just simply add here the command padding. So take note that the default padding is just 15 pixels. You can have more, but 15 pixels is enough. And let's save this and see what will happen. Refresh the browser, and now it enhanced the background color. To add distance between your navigation bar, you can simply add margin into it. Just go to the list item and literally just write the command margin, and always remember that 15 pixels is also the default. So as you can see here, after the property, we have here the colon, this is the value, and the semicolon. So all of these are important to make the code working. So you save this and you go to the browser and refresh. And now it has the distance to each other. To make your navigation bar look appealing, you can add the mouse hover. If you're going to select one of the navigation bars, so as you can see, it has the highlight, and here it has the underline, and the final output doesn't have the underline. So we have to write a code in order to have the mouse hover and to remove the underline, and also change the font color, because as you could see here, hyperlink is literally blue, but you can change the color like this by writing a code. To design a navigation bar, we can simply use a class name. You can use div So we have here the div. Div in CSS is used for division. So we will use class because in CSS, if the tag has different properties, you can use class so that the other properties will not be affected if you want to change the font color, background color. So here, under the div class equals navbar, this is the opening, and under this is the whole unordered list. So we will put here the slash div. So this is now our class navbar. In every changes, you can save it. So save it. You click the save button and then go to the browser and refresh. As you can see here, there is no changes yet. The class navbar will not going to work if you will not write CSS as the partner of the class name navbar. So to write the CSS for the navbar, you have to write here dot navbar as your selector. Okay, just always follow the basic pattern of CSS, the curly brace. Then inside the curly brace are the properties that you're going to make your nav bar or navigation bar look appealing. So take note, if you will use the class name navbar, it should have the same spelling, the same if it is lowercase or uppercase. So just observe that. So under the .navbar, I'm going to write 3 properties, and these are overflow. Then you will write your hidden, semicolon. So the purpose of overflow here is to have the scroll bar if it is necessary. So I have here also the background color. Then I will use the hexadecimal code for the dark charcoal. And of course the font family. So it's up to you what font family you want to have in your navigation bar, but me, I prepare the Arial. Alright, so you save this and see the result. Alright, so refresh the browser and here it is. To change the font color and remove the underline in your navigation bar, you have to write a code. Simply just write another selector here, .navbar space A, curly brace, and inside the curly brace, I'm going to write the 4 properties. So I will put the font size. Font size is the size of the text. Then I'll make 16 pixels. I think this is enough font size for a navigation bar, and I will change the color. So it's up to you what color you want in your navigation bar, as long as it is contrast to your background. So I'll prefer white color, and enhance more color using the padding. I'll put 14 pixels up to 16 pixels. So if you notice here, we have already the padding 15 pixels. So it will make 14, 15, and 16 pixels. To remove the underline of the hyperlink of your navigation bar, so the command for that is text decoration. So just write here none, and in every changes you save it. Before you save, you check your code if it is right. So we are using here the dot navbar. If you noticed, we have here the dot navbar space A compared to the first one, dot navbar only. The role of a space A here stands for the placeholder. And you save it and go to the browser, refresh. Okay, so as you can see here, the font is already changed in color. It turns into white and it doesn't have the underline already. So the last thing to make your navigation bar look appealing, you have to write a code for mouse hover. So we have here the dot navbar. Dot navbar space A hover comma dot drop down colon hover is space dot drop button colon focus. So inside the curly brace is the property for a background color, so that upon hovering the mouse, the navigation bar will display a color. So any color that you want, as long as it is contrast to your text and the background. So the background color of my navigation bar is pink, so you look for a color that is contrast to pink and is contrast to white. So I will write here gray. If you have to check the code if it has no error. So a while ago we have here the dot navbar space A. The purpose of navbar space A here is the placeholder of hover. That upon hovering the mouse, it will change the background color of its navigation bar. And it's up to you what color you would like to have in your background color, as long as upon hovering the mouse, the background color is contrast to the color of the text and the background color of the whole navigation bar. In the part 3 of my video, I'm going to put the content of my personal website just like this, and also the content of each navigation bar.